Good morning, one and all. Welcome to this course on internal combustion engines and air compressors. We will continue discussion on combustion in internal combustion engines. If you try to recall last lecture, discuss about that SI engine conversion and different aspects of SI engine conversion and different issues of combustion in SI engines. And also different types of combustions like normal combustion and abnormal combustion. Again, that abnormal combustion subclassified into two types: pre-ignition and detonation or knocking. These are the different uh, types and different aspects and different issues of combustion related to spark ignition engines. Now today's I continue the pressure crank angle associated with combustion in SI engines. We will discuss different aspects in CI engines and different issues in CI engine conversion and undesirable movements and undesirable phenomena. Okay, before I discuss about that CI engine phenomena, I would like to discuss about SI engine pressure rise during that combustion in SI engine, that is also called as P theta pressure versus that crank angle, how to rise pressure in cylinder with different spark initiations. Okay, now just you recollect above lecture. SI engines have a different process, four strokes. One is suction or intake stroke, and compression stroke, expansion or power stroke, and exhaust stroke. Four strokes that initially air plus fuel mixture in carburetor, that air plus fuel mixture entering into the in cylinder through inlet manifold, that piston travel from top dead center to bottom dead center. End of the suction stroke. Next stroke is compression. Again piston travel from bottom dead center to top dead center, BDC to TDC. End of the TDC, pressure raised, temperature is also raised. That peak pressure, peak temperature, that combination air plus fuel combination, that is also called as homogeneous mixture, that is chemical structure. That chemical structure react with that spark is initiated with the help of spark plug, different energies. That combustion takes place in cylinder, that flame will be propagate very closed, very near to that spark plug. Once combustion takes place in cylinder, that automatically valves and piston heads and piston rings, the valve temperatures are increased, amount of heat is increased. With help of this amount of heat and temperature, reminding that chemical bond react with this temperature, that combustion takes place is continuously, layer to layer. That flame will be distributed throughout the cylinder with uniform, maybe uniform, may not be uniform. That uniform is called as normal combustion. That other condition is called as abnormal combustion, not uniform. So this is the basic introduction about SI engines. Now how to rise pressure, how to increase pressure in cylinder during combustion in SI engines. Okay, this is the diagram of pressure and crank angle this line is representing in theta, that is crank angle. This line is representing in pressures. Okay, this is BDC, this is also called as BDC, this is TDC. Initially piston travel from TDC to BDC, suction stroke is completed. Then next stroke is compression stroke, piston travel from BDC to TDC. So here piston travel from BDC to TDC, what happened that gradually pressure increase, temperature is also increase, volume decrease. Again compression, that combustion takes place in cylinder. Next immediately that stroke is expansion stroke, again piston travel from BDC to TDC, volume increase, pressure and temperature is gradually reduced. This is the reduced pressure and reduced temperature. So initially at atmospheric pressure and finally here atmospheric pressure, little bit, maybe little bit pressures are increased. It is very difficult to say that exact data. So this is curve, this is called as monitoring curve. This is called as monitoring curve. The monitoring curve is generated by a virtual external motor which is used to rotate the curve. Okay, the what is done before piston reaches to TDC end of compression, they switch on the spark plug, that what ignite the combustion. Now you observe the pressure curve with different crank angles or different positions. For example, you consider the 3 different positions. The position reaches exactly TDC, the position before 10 degrees spark initiation before TDC, and the position 20 degrees spark initiation before TDC. Okay, you observe 3 conditions in this diagram, in this schematic representation, that every point initially here pressure is maximum. This is point 1, this is point 2, this is point 2, 3. This point 3 is advanced spark. This is near to TDC. This is very close to TDC. What happened in 3 situations and 3 positions? You observe that point 3 you get a more pressure. Okay, this is the maximum pressure, that is called as peak pressure. Okay, you know, in thermodynamic system it should maintain maximum pressure and maximum temperature, then only you get good performance and good power output and good efficiency. Okay, so condition 3 is maximum power and maximum work output, but near to TDC you get very less amount of temperature, less amount of power output and less amount of work output. Okay, now if you switch on that spark plug at 3 different points, advance switch on the spark plug, power developed and power output of the engine is very high, but this is not desirable. That spark plug with at TDC, that spark plug with on at TDC, the spark plug pressurized is very low. In that case power output is also very low. That means that spark plug switch on at TDC, that spark plug switch on at TDC, that rising pressure is very low, automatically the work output is very low and power output is also very low. Okay, now that advanced spark initiation, the pressure is high, high work output, and high power output. But here you invite the problem, what will happen that before spark initiation, that combustion takes place in cylinder at TDC, automatically the resistance is created, the pressure resistance is created. Once the created that pressure resistance, the piston motion is not smooth. That motion is called jockey motion. Okay, this is the main problem you initiated, that advanced spark initiation. But exact TDC or very near to TDC, you initiate that spark. What happened, that very increases pressure and temperatures are very low. That low pressure and low temperature, automatically that performance is also very low, work output is low, and power output is also very low. So I concluded this. For the operation of SI engines, 50% of total pressurized required to achieve before TDC and 50% of pressure rise required to achieve after TDC. This is optimize the engine performance. Okay, that optimized condition is that total pressurized in SI engines, that 50% of pressurized before TDC, again that 50% of pressurized achieve after TDC. This is optimum position, optimum engine performance condition. Okay, keep these 2 points in mind. I can say the total compressed air have a in cylinder at high pressure and high temperature. Okay, now that conversion in CI engines. Okay, conversion in CI engines. Just you observe this line diagram. This is CI engine, piston and cylinder arrangement. Just you compare with spark ignition engines. Instead of spark plug, here the fuel injector is introduced, that is fuel nozzle. Reminding, all are same. This is inlet manifold, exhaust. This is piston and cylinder arrangement. The main difference in SI and CI engines, here only air entering into the in cylinder through inlet valve. End of the compression, that compressed air automatically rising pressure and temperature. That high pressure and high temperature react with that fuel, that high pressure fuel spray into the in cylinder through fuel nozzle, then combustion takes place. Once combustion takes place, that combustion is continuously processed, that like a SI engines. Okay, this is combustion gases, that is exhaust gases, in cylinder, inlet valve and fuel injector. Okay, that I can say that total compressed air have a in cylinder at high pressure and high temperature. The moment the fuel injector inject the fuel into the in cylinder to initiate the combustion. Okay, this is combustion in CI engine. But here that combustion is not localized combustion. For example, you considering in spark ignition engines, that combustion is localized combustion. That means localized combustion means just you recollect above like past lectures. Once combustion takes place in cylinder in SI engines, that combustion takes place very near to spark plug. That means very near to spark plug, that means close to spark plug. So that air plus fuel mixture entering into the in cylinder, that air plus fuel react with spark with help of that additional energy. That additional energy is called as maybe electrical energy or magnetic ignition systems. Okay, with the help of different ignition systems, that spark is initiation. Then that air fuel chemical bond react with that spark, combustion takes place in cylinder, that flame propagate throughout the cylinder. Again, after some time, automatically the piston valves and the cylinder valves are heated. With the help of this heat, with the help of this temperature, remaining chemical bonds react with this amount of temperature and amount of heat. Again, one more flame propagate. Okay, this is called as localized combustion. But in CI engines, phenomena is a very different phenomena. Here there is no any additional energies. Once that compressed air, in cylinder compressed air increases that temperature and pressure, based on that temperature, based on that pressure, that fuel is injected through nozzle with the help of some amount of pressure, with different technologies like CRDI technology, common rail distribution and injection systems. It may be individual nozzle technologies, it may be distribution, different technologies. But nowadays engines have a CRDI technology like Euro 4, maybe in Euro 6 also. So based on this pressure, that fuel combined with this high amount of pressure and temperature, the moment the fuel inject in cylinder to initiate the combustion, this combustion is called as not localized combustion. This is not localized combustion, because it is depending on the how much amount of pressure you supplied to fuel injector, and that spray distribution, that fuel distribution, and the type of flow and the direction of flow and nozzle angle and type of fuel and quality of fuel. These are the most factors initiated the combustion in CI engines. Then one more important factor in CI engine combustion initiation, that compression stroke. Initially that air entering into the combustion chamber, suction stroke is done. After suction, again that piston travel from bottom dead center to top dead center. Automatically that pressure and temperature is increased. Okay, based on that particular temperature, based on that particular pressure, that high amount of temperature and high amount of pressure, that compressed air pressure and temperature collide with that fuel particles. Then that initiation is start. So that initiation is also depending on that compressed air temperature and compressed air pressure. It's very, very important. That's why this combustion is non-localized combustion. This is not localized combustion. So this is also called as non-localized phenomena. But in SI engines, that combustion is localized combustion. That combustion is called localized phenomena combustion. Okay, I hope you clear the common difference between SI and CI engine combustion. Now that CI engine conversion classified into three different parts. One is delay period, another one is period of rapid combustion, another one is third phase of combustion. In SI engines, that combustion is classified into two different types. One is normal combustion and abnormal combustion. Similarly, in CI engines, that combustion classified into three different types. One is delay period, another one is period of rapid combustion, and third one is third phase combustion. These are the different parts and different types of combustion in CI engines. Now we will try to discuss about these three types of combustions. First of all, I would like to discuss with you that delay period. That delay period means the delay period in diesel engine, often called the ignition lag. That means the delay period, sometimes it is also called as ignition lag. Approximately corresponds to the period of preliminary reaction which occur prior to appearances of the flame. So that delay period is completely depending on two parameters. One is type of fuel, another one is shape and size of combustion chamber, and shape and angle of that fuel injector and type of fuel injector. Okay, so that delay period is called as ignition delay. That ignition delay approximately corresponds to the period of the preliminary reaction which occur prior to appearances of the flame. This delay period subclassified into two types. One is physical delay, another one is chemical delay. That physical delay means time needed for evaporation of fuel droplet and also mixing of air. Okay, time needed for evaporation of fuel droplets and also mixing of air. This is physical delay. Okay, evaporation of fuel droplets and that fuel mixing with air. That means that fuel injected through fuel injector, already you have a compressed air in cylinder, that compressed air exactly mixed with that fuel droplets, then only you get exact combustion. Okay, that physical delay means that fuel plus air mixture is not exactly, or that evaporation of the fuel droplets. Okay, this is one condition. Another condition in physical delay, that fuel displaced in cylinder, and that that is nozzle and angles, and that fuel injector and spray cone angles. Okay, these are the physical delay periods. Then coming to chemical delay, that chemical delay means it is depending on characteristics of the fuel. That means chemical bond and chemical structure of the fuel. That chemical structure and chemical bond of the fuel is called chemical delay. That chemical structure and that characteristics of the fuel means quality of the fuel. Quality of the fuel. Okay. This is brief introduction about delay period. Next, period of rapid combustion. In this case, combustion phase is mainly due to the burning of such fuel as had time to be evaporated and mixed with air during delay period. The rate of burning during this period are closely associated with length of the delay period. That means that period of rapid combustion is completely associated with that length of the delay period and specification of the nozzle. Okay, then finally third phase of combustion. The third phase of combustion means in this period from maximum pressure to the point where combustion is measurably completed. That means that pressure is maximum, that pressure is reaches maximum to the point where combustion is measurably complete. That phase is called third phase combustion in CI engine. Okay, these are the different types of CI engine combustions. Okay, now I can summary today lecture that combustion in CI engines and pressure and a crank angle diagram and a combustion in CI engines, different types of combustion in CI engines, that is delay period and period of rapid motion of combustion and third phase combustion. Okay, today I can stop here. I will continue in next class. Thank you.